When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's amore. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. How you doing? What up? It's your boy, Hash Info. I gotta take a crap, so we're gonna try and do this one really fast. Yo, what's up? Nicholas Uzumaki. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering your name. Nicholas Uzumaki. And if I said it wrong, please give me a slow spelling of how I should pronounce your name, like Uzumaki, or you know what I mean? Like give me letters to sound out that are easier. Smash that like, Nicholas. My best friend's name is Nicholas from school when I was just a wee fella. No, it's none of my passwords or nothing. That's between me, you, and the 500,000 other people that watch the show throughout its entirety of this episode alone. So imagine that. Nicholas, you showed up first to the stream. People all over the world, 10 years from now, be like, who is that Nicholas dude chatting with the Hash Man? Eh? Welcome to the show, Nicholas. I'm Brazilian. Let me say first off, how you doing? I think you been watching me for a long time, Nicholas? Or are you new to the channel? If I found you on Instagram last year, if you're one of the probably 10,000 Brazilians I've spoke with in the 2 years, how you doing? And if you're not, no worries. I have serious respect for Brazil. Okay, no question, serious respect. It's a shame that the governments of the world are fairly evil in countries where you're located. Don't think that they're not evil where I am too. They're evil everywhere, my friend. But there is less ability for you to speak freely about your government. So let me do it for you. I am so sorry about it. So sorry. Do you know anyone with coronavirus, Nicholas? Are you feeling well? I hope you're well. I love you. I love your family. I love your grandparents that came before you. You know, you probably were taught to live off the land. Most of Canada wasn't. So, right on. You're ahead of us. You know, you're way ahead of North America. Put it that way. I hope I get to go to Brazil, and I hope that there is no corporations when I get to travel to Brazil. I hope corporations reach has ended at that time, by that time that I travel there. I hope I have to take a boat there and it takes 50 days or 100 days to get there, you know? This way we know we're on our own and it's going to be a good time, you know? Not to have planes go missing with black boxes on them and complete radio surveillance and then, oh shit, I don't know, the plane just went missing, but we don't know where it is. That's all lies, you know? We're tracked every day. You know, there's 400 cell phones on a plane that they could track as well. They're full of lies, you know. I believe nothing told by people in suits anymore. Suits and ties means nothing to me. It used to be a person with a suit and a tie. Even a year ago, I saw a guy, and I won't say nothing, but over a year ago, 2-3 years ago, I saw a guy and his dad, or a kid and his dad, and he was saying how, you know, people who don't wear suits are less, basically. And I was like, it was like at a wedding or whatever, so I'm just like, we're all wearing suits, so at that time it was okay. But the kid went on to say, like, hey dad, you know how you wear a suit every day, you're a boss. I was just like, not even fucking close, kid. Not even close. And I was sitting there at first, I was chatting with his dad, and we were actually mind melding, and I was explaining to him what a boss I was with my mind, and just several words spoken very, very prominently and properly as a man who's lived, who's never stolen from another. And his kid walks up, and I know the guy was fucking completely embarrassed when his kid opened his mouth. You could see the guy just step back. He's like, oh, actually, it's not like that at all. And I was just literally saying to the guy how, you know, the world needs to change in a better way and realize that good people exist in all forms. And the kid walks up and just completely cocked over anything that I thought of those people. It was just like, oh, your entire heritage is designed around wearing suits and ties, thinking that money matters. You're scum, you know? And I can't express that any stronger or clearer, that if you value money, then you do not value nature. Nature is suffering because of the corporations' grasp on everything from livestock to the oceans to the fisheries to the beaches, Exxon Valdez, to the rivers and lakes that are inside the countries we live in. The oceans that surround us are owned by people. There are people's names that buy up, literally buy up land and water. They're named after them. It's the most disgusting thing you couldn't even imagine. Let's just touch on this for a split second. Antarctica and the fact we are not allowed to travel there. Do you want to know if there is a civilization, for the record, in Antarctica? Probably 50 continents in Antarctica. We're not allowed there because we're second class, third class citizens to these elites that are there. That's where they live. There's no coronavirus there. They only eat vegetables there. They give us the pestilence, and they get the disease transmitted to us. We are the lab rats that create the vaccines for them when the time comes for them to get the sickness. Do you understand? If you don't, you're so far behind. Reality as it is right now, corporate reality owns us for a few more months tops, and then their entire grasp will fall and crumble as all the workers are laid off for these corporations. This was the plan. I don't know if the plan was to fully engulf and do this entirely on this wide scale of plan, and if it was, it worked. The earth is healing itself, and corporations are losing money. The evil that worked for the corporations are losing their jobs, and there's no security. So you have to live within your means. Something, again, I've been saying for 2 years. Live within your means, and fucking no one does it. And you want to know why? Do you want to know why no one does it? Because you have this influence from a black mirror and the corporate evil that exists. Oh, I just got back from Vegas. Oh, I'm going to California. I'm going to wherever, Europe. It'd be nice if you're going to Europe to help those in need, but you're going to Europe to just simply to, buy leather and buy plastic glasses at a ridiculous price, just for a plastic label that says GB on the side. Like, you're a goof. You're such a goof. So I will never respect those, again, that aided evil now. You understand? And I'm watching. I'm documenting. I'm literally documenting you fuck up daily, and I'm outing you forever, timestamped, forever. I wish everybody could live a peaceful life with no war and no need to protect yourself. But that's not the case, Evil corporations will hire people, or, they'll use gangs, mafia, to take care of problems that are, whistleblowers or people who are touting, serious knowledge that, they don't want you to know. First thing they do is they go to Google and they pay them to blacklist you. They say, Google, no, they explain, how this person's an immediate threat to corporation. It is fucked up what they've done. I watched a guy, I got this also, other hundreds of thousands of people have been blacklisted and shadow banned. I am nothing special. I didn't really want to put it out like that, but it's true. I am nothing special. Everyone that says these words can get shadow banned and blacklisted with your 20 subscribers. You can never get views if you start off spouting veganism. Look at Vegan Justin, and how hard, if you go check out his videos, he's just barely scratching by. He's been on here for about a year. He doesn't even have 100 subscribers. Veganism, the way of the future, and he can't even grab 1,000 subscribers in a year. I got 1,000 in 2 months, so, and trust me, I started off really rough. I don't know exactly how it picked up so good, even from the beginning, but I started off rough. I started off extremely dissing LPs in Canada and LPs in America. The UK didn't even have any when this was going on. And now it's kind of getting around the world, but still, licensed producers, if you are a corporate marijuana dealer, you are probably affiliated with cops and government in 7 ways. Former cops in Toronto and Ontario own a lot of dispensaries in Canada. It's sick, actually. Government officials that swore they would never legalize cannabis a year later. I did stories on this about 14, 16 months ago. Some goof in Toronto, I can't remember his name, some dopey fat fuck goes out and says, oh, cannabis is the devil. 1 year later, he's buying into a marijuana dealer. He's opening up one. He did that to control who was able to get in the market first. So first he demonized it. Second thing, when he's government, second thing that happens, if you did intend to fully open up a proper med business, the banks refused you because the government demonized cannabis. The first fucks to get loans for this industry were the pigs that busted you. Never forget that. The government officials that told you it was wrong were the first to dig into government grants. And I'll prove this. Those facilities will be fucking shut down overnight. I want you all to understand, CanTrust is the devil. They're still going right now. There's government affiliation and government money that was in there from the beginning. Same with pig money from the beginning. CanTrust is still on the market. They were growing 50,000 plants behind secret walls. Do you know if you grow 5 fucking plants behind a secret wall in a city in Winnipeg, where I live, you will go to fucking jail. Because you can't, it's that thing about, you can't stick a gram of weed up your ass and then travel. It's called trafficking. If you just have a gram of weed in your pocket, it's simple possession. If you're hiding it, it's 10 times worse. I don't give a fuck about laws, especially like hiding. Who fucking, just grow in the entire building, don't hide it, and then you don't get that extra huge charge of, it's like false walls. There's the cops in the States. Anyone who's a grower for fucking 2 decades knows about false walls and extra charges in America. It's fucking weird what they do. But listen, there's a lot of stuff that needs to be gotten to the bottom of on a government level that's happened in Canada. Can you imagine? Canada is one of the G8, G20 countries, you know, the top countries in the world. And my country is fucking corrupt. Is yours? No doubt yours is. Yours doesn't even have half the eyes watching. Nobody gives a fuck about anything less than the G8 and the G20. Everyone's trying to enter that next hierarchy level, you know? You're going to get the medicine at the lower price. You're going to get a bulk deal on shares in Coca-Cola and bullshit like that. All kinds of bullshit. You'll have the first dibs on corporations. Stay tuned. I'm coming back again. I'm laying down the new law, the law of the farmer. That's going to be forever. Corporations, you're scum, you're shit, and you're nothing.